Hello, my name's Louise Jolly and I'm a freelance photographer here in the UK. When I was introduced to Ildiko through a mutual friend and her Life Retuning programme, it couldn't have come at a better time. I was working as a photographer for a company here in the UK, but always had this dream to be freelance. So what I decided to do is work for them during the week and then during the weekend do my freelance work to build up my business, and always go really well until I had a bit of a tricky customer. And once I'd finished the photography, sent the images over to them, and they got back to me and said, well, we really like your photography, but it actually wasn't what we wanted. Now, as a creative person, you find, some days you feel really good and other days you question your ability, and then that's just the way it is. But this comment really knocked me for six. I didn't hear the fact that she said we liked your photography. All I heard was, you're rubbish, and what on earth do you think you were doing? And I just went into a downward spiral. I completely lost my confidence. I couldn't see my work for what it was. And every time I looked at another photographer's work, I was just completely convinced that everybody was better than me at photography. It affected me so much that I actually thought, well, do you know what? I'm not cut out to be freelance. I'm not good enough, and my dreams of having my own business, well, let's just forget it. So I stopped working freelance for a little while. Then I met Ildiko, and I was talking to her about this, and she said, well, come and see me. I've got a program that can help you. So I went to see her, and wow, that is all I can say. The program helped me enormously. I felt like a fog had been lifted, and I could just see more clearly. It was just absolutely amazing. And Ildiko said to me, how are you going to prove to yourself that this has worked? And I said, I will revisit my photography. I will revisit the photography I did for this company, and I will look at it with fresh eyes, because after I'd had that knockback, that was it. I couldn't bear to look at what I'd done. I just felt I was just so devastated. So I went back and had a look at the photography, and I thought, actually, that's not so bad. And then I visited the website for the company that I'd done the photography for, and actually they had used all of my images. Okay, so maybe they were just after a cheaper rate, because I did sort of knock my price down in half after that. Who knows? But all I can say was that episode was meant to happen so that I could visit Ildiko and she could work with me on her Life Retuning program. And honestly, it was the best move I ever made, because I now no longer work for that other company. I haven't for a year. I've been completely freelance, and I put it down to visiting Ildiko and her Life Retuning program, and I have never been happier. So I just want to say thank you, Ildiko, and thank you for listening.